Hi, I'm Corbin Chase. Welcome to Spiritual Health Expert Podcast. There is a holistic and spiritual remedy for everything. On this podcast, we talk with experts from various fields of life, health, and healing who prioritize integrative and spiritual approaches to wholeness and happiness. Let's talk about it.
All right, darling of mine.
Is it on?
Yes.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Ooh.
Which is our first Valentine's Day.
That's right.
And I have put together a list of spiritual and holistic things you can do for Valentine's Day, most of which cost no money.
Oh, so it's not just a list of crystals?
No. But that's always a good option.
Noted.
So I'm just going to dive right in.
Go for
to
it.
these ideas. Okay. Number one, the reason I'm posting this before Valentine's Day is because you need to plan for this in advance. Okay? If you're listening to this, I'm assuming you're in a relationship, and if not, that's fine. Welcome. Welcome. Love it. If you're not, let me know. I'd love to know.
Come up with a list of spiritual things
Message
you can
me.
do for yourself.
Yeah. So one, start paying attention to how they dry themselves off after a shower. I know. I did this one to Alex last week, and I was like, this is the number one thing on the list.
That fucked me up.
I know, it did.
God, it was nice.
I was like, wow, this was impactful. Gotta do this.
Wow.
Gotta tell people about this. Okay, so take note of any small quirks, like how they clean their underarms, like what they clean first, or if there's this one thing that they do very specifically that might make them giggle later if you were to recognize it. Mm-hmm. Just take note of it.
Yeah.
So on Valentine's Day, when your partner is about to get out of the shower, you have the towel in your hands and you open it up and you say, okay, come on, get out. And you hold the towel open and you just look at them and you smile and you say, no hands. Meaning they're not participating in the drying process. And so you just start drying them off. It's almost like motherly energy, which all of us have masculine and feminine in us. This is not it's weird.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. It's so beautiful to be on the receiving end of this and to give it.
Oh my God. I loved it. I loved it. When you put the towel between my legs and you, oh.
I know. I'll show you. Okay, I'll tell you.
That's what I do.
Right? So you start drying them off, just in a nurturing way. You just start wrapping around their body, make sure their shoulders and their mid body are clean. And this is where you would incorporate any silly thing that your partner does. Alex did something silly the other day where he took the towel, kind of like a whip type thing, or just swung it in between his legs and caught it. Mm-hmm. And in SpongeBob when they take the seaweed and they rub it between their crotch or whatever, you kind of did that gently.
Oh yeah.
And so I was I'm gonna be funny and incorporate that. So I swung the towel on Alex's legs and we were both giggling. And but you really take your time to do clean the ears and dry off their hair and get down on the floor and make sure their ankles are clean and all of those things. And then you wrap them up in it. And then after that, I put face cream on you. Right?
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be it, and boy was I wrong.
So I did just some face cream, neutral face cream, and then I put some hair product in your hair and I brushed his hair. And then while we were having this extended nurturing moment, I had just this thought, which I've only told one other partner before actually, where I was I just told you from behind when I was brushing your hair that if you were in a wheelchair, I would take care of you like this. And Alex was already tearing up, but that really got the waterworks going. And I didn't say that just to get waterworks. I genuinely had this thought. But what a beautiful thing to tell someone, because that speaks to their inner fear, their inner child, their oh my gosh, their wounded self that might not even exist, just making them feel loved so deeply. Just, and don't say it if you don't mean it, kind of thing, obviously. But that's number one.
Oh, that felt so nice. And while you were doing it, you were also brushing my beard a little bit.
Yeah, I went all out. I
You
brushed your
did. I
beard, face
was
cream, yeah.
a mess. I loved it. Thank you.
Easy, beautiful thing to do that's of actual connection. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Number 2. Getting like really I actually have a feeling of nervousness before I'm gonna say this. Like I'm like, should we talk about this?
What?
Like I really
Oh God, should we talk about it? I don't even know.
I'm like making weird things with my hands. Okay.
All right.
So number 2,
I'm
Alex.
prepared.
I hope every man gets to this point or is already there. But
Oh Lord.
you know how you say that your penis is like an antenna for our connection.
Yes.
Like it only works when we have moments of like genuine connection.
It only works for you.
Which like has done absolute fucking wonders for healing like my whole perspective on love and relationships and safety and like all of the things. And not only like because you can talk the talk all day, but like it does work. Like
You've seen it.
we've had times when like I'd be naked and he just isn't hard because we're not having a moment of connection. Like we're not connected.
Yeah.
So, and we actually watched porn together recently.
Yes.
Which is like, you know me, like I'm like not about that. Like not about
Yeah.
watching porn with someone else. I mean, because I'm
No.
like very self-conscious. Like it makes me very triggered to do that. Like I'm working on that in general. Not that I like subscribe to porn or think it's healthy in any way.
Yeah.
But we did watch something and yeah, you like weren't aroused at all.
At all.
And anyways, finding a way to show your partner this would be beautiful. And I feel like I should just leave it at that because I'm, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's just like if you got hard while watching porn, and you still did watch porn because you don't do that.
I haven't in a long time.
It would upset me.
Of course.
I think it's like that's like the dehumanizing podcast we want to do. I think it's dehumanizing. I think it's rude, and it makes me upset, and concerned.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a big reason why I don't, but also I've been so happy with that decision because I feel like it's strengthened the antenna so much more in that way.
Yeah. I like that a lot. I think that's really healthy, really healthy. So, number 3, me taking a big turn here. This is if you have kids and you want to do a cute Valentine's Day something with your kids, or I don't know, you're like an auntie and want to do something cute for your nieces and nephews. And we actually did this for Christmas as a Christmas gift. We have friends who own Studio 89.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So they own this amazing what is it?
Woodworking, custom woodworking.
As people, they're amazing. Their work is incredible.
They're the best.
But they have they get really beautiful wood.
Oh, they get. Wait, are we still on number 2?
No, they get really beautiful. Like what are some like oaks and?
Oh yeah, yeah. They do. They get like amazing. They source amazing local wood, and they create incredible pieces of furniture.
Alex also does woodworking, so he talked to Nandas, one of the owners of Studio 89, and Nandas was like, "Oh, I have a really nice piece of wood. It's like a 2x4. No, wait, what is it?
It's a bird's eye maple.
It's a bird's eye maple. So, but like I'm trying to explain what it looks
but
like.
it's like a 1x6.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's an inch thick. And
okay.
It's 6.
Yeah.
And then
so it looks like a piece of floorboard. Obviously, like I don't do woodworking, and I'm trying to explain this.
Yeah.
Anyway, it looks like a piece of wood.
It's
a nice piece of wood, and then you take it home and you stain it with MCT oils, like coconut oil.
Yeah, or any oil that will not go bad.
The point is you stain it. Good. You make it look good. Mm-hmm. Then you can hang it in your house and create a height chart with it for your kids. Yeah. Which is a very loving thing to do, and it's Valentine's Day. It's like a family Valentine's Day gift. We did it for Christmas, like I said. But the reason we got like a nice piece of wood, because we could just go downstairs in the house and like find a random wall in the basement and do it, but like I wanted something where the girls could like participate in, and that we could move with us from house to house if we were to move. And it looked nice, and it's like a custom like piece of wood. It's just beautiful. It's like really like shows the personality of our family and our home. And the girls can look at it and feel like they understand what it is and they're part of it. Yeah. So yeah, we wrote down their heights and the day, ages and everything like that. Yeah. So that's a cute one.
I love that one.
Okay, another one, number 4, is making a video for your partner. This could also participate, like you'd have kids do this too. And it's much easier than you think. You just like take footage of people saying Happy Valentine's Day like 5 times and like just turn it into a video with some music. Collage it works so well. And you can send that to your mom, your grandmother. Like this could be so multi-purpose. If you got your kids to do this and your partner and like just people that you know, and then send it to like everyone, like major points. But it would bring so much love and joy. Oh. That's a good one. We did that like for your birthday. And literally it was just like 3 minutes of me, Alba, and Rue saying happy birthday in different ways. Yeah. And it was so cute.
In different places. It was adorable. Oh my God. So cute.
Oh, man. Actually, should we play part of the video?
Hi, Alex. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Do you think Alex is fun?
Yeah. See you. Birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Alex. Happy birthday, Alex. Happy birthday, Alex.
I hear it.
Birthday.
Birthday.
Oh,
God. See, I did this for like 6 months ago and we're still like oohing and ahhing over it. Oh. All right, number 5 is, this also happened to us. You did this to me and we were sitting in the car after dinner one night. Oh. We were just talking, and then we had this like quiet moment where you just looked at me and made eye contact. And you just told me, you're my best friend. And like, that hit me so deeply. I was like, because I feel like we forget, like, technically, like, when you're with someone, you are their best friend. We just forget to say it. Yeah. Like, there's something so giddy about little kids being like, they're my best friend. And like, do you remember the feeling as a child of someone being like, you're my best friend? You're like, I'm so proud to be your best friend. I'm so proud to be a best friend. Like, I take that with honor. Like, I am gonna be a good best friend. Like, I can't believe I have a best friend. Like, how lucky am I? Like, all these things. And we just like forget. We take that for complete granted. And so just reminding your partner of this, the simple, most beautiful thing of like, you're my best friend, and really saying, like, looking, like, really look at them and say it, like, opens up the heart right away. Love you.
Love you.
Oh. All right. Number 6, a little more complicated. Oh. Oming.
What?
Do you know what oming is?
No.
Orgasmic meditation.
Wow.
Right?
That's not any of the guesses that were in my head. Okay.
So, being in these human bodies means that we're all deserving of pleasure. Mm-hmm. Which is why we're seeing a growing trend of practices and therapies that seek to close the pleasure gap.
It's a hot way of saying gap.
Shut up. And that's where orgasmic meditation comes in. Pun intended. I love it. So orgasmic meditation, or oming, is a practice that aims to take the rush focus off of finishing. You know, like we all feel rushed to finish. Like there's an end goal. Like goal is very sex oriented. And it just like takes that away. Like that's not a thing. There is no goal in this other than to feel pleasure. That's where the pleasure gap is. It's like we go from, we start, we have to perform, and then if I'm not finishing or I finish too early, it's bad. It's not about that. It's about pleasure. So it facilitates an experience that allows people to feel the gentle and sometimes electric, because that's what most people like report they feel during this. Waves of pleasure that comes with slowing down and taking emphasis off the penetration. It's goalless. So it allows people to stay present, to like maintain the integrity of their presence without worrying about achieving something or like what is coming next or what should I do. Like it's not about performing. So it involves two people. There's a receiver or the strokee.
Wait a second.
Yeah. That is someone who has a clitoris, so like woman, non-binary, or trans. And then there's a stroker. You are the stroker. And I think there are even like meetups and workshops where single people can go experience oming in a safe, like controlled environment.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, hey-o, if you're single listening,
hey,
Google.
Go find a group.
And so like what's interesting about oming is that there's like a what I actually love about it, like I feel so charged with this right now, is that there are steps. There's a process and a procedure and an environment to set up. Like someone gives you directions of how to do it, which like no one gives you directions for sex.
That's true.
And typically it's fine. You know, people figure it out, have for thousands and thousands of years.
That's true. It's pretty
but
natural.
This is nice because there are specific directions. Oh. So there's an element of setting the space. Because to fully ease into the practice, you need to create a comfortable nest, is what they call it. So you use like props and pillows.
You gotta build a fort?
It's like a zone that's created to promote a sense of safety and comfort.
I love that.
Yeah. But that's a part of it because it does matter. It's like one of your senses, what you see, what you're around. So the strokey lays back with the legs in a specific position. So they also have instructions. So you lay in butterflies, like your feet are together, your knees are out wide. Mm-hmm. And you place pillows on either side of the knees and under the hips. So that person can remain in that position for like a long time. You want them to be very comfortable so the body can fully feel supported. That person lays down and the stroker also has a position that they get in. And then there's also timing for it. Like it's all set up.
What? Okay.
So during this partnered experience, one person strokes the other's clitoris in a specific way.
Wait, so I would be physically stroking you?
Yeah, so like I'd be laying there, we'd follow the instructions, we'd get all set up, you'd be in the position, and then there's timing. There's like a YouTube video like I watched last time with the person I did this with, and they like stroked me and we were listening to the audio of what to do, which was like made everyone fucking relax. Like no one thought they were doing anything wrong or anything like that. We could all just like surrender to the moment, and I felt things I didn't know I could feel. Truly, yeah.
Huh.
So if you want to do it, look it up. There are lots of videos on it. There are lots of articles on it. It actually, like this practice started to gain public attention around 2009. It was around when the New York Times wrote about One Taste, which was the first company to offer oming.
A company that offers it?
Yeah. I know. So look, this is like a huge, I'm going to move on because I want to get through the list, but like this, look it up. If you feel called to, look it up. All right.
2069. Go ahead.
Number 7 is what you did for me on New Year's. I was explaining in a previous podcast that all my New Year's had like, I thought kind of sucked because like, I don't know. I just had all these expectations and I felt like none of them ever really went right. And but you showed up this New Year's and you were just like, I'll do whatever you want to do. You want to like have a special like dinner night and I'll go buy steaks and we'll do that. Or you want to go out dancing? We'll go out dancing. You want to dinner? We'll do that. We'll go out drinking. Like you were just like, whatever you want to do, we'll do. And like no one's ever like paid attention to me like that before. So that made my New Year's. So even if you're just being like, hey partner, whatever you want to do, I want to do it just because you want to do it. That can be such a gift on its own, you know?
Yeah.
Because usually everyone has an opinion and stuff like that, but just being like, I just want to see you happy tonight. I don't care. I really don't care. If one person is usually the one to be more particular, and you know that's you because I'm that person and I know you know who you are. Because if I know who I am, I call myself out, you call yourself out. just one night. And then just like choose to be happy about it when they say they want to do something you don't want to do.
Yeah, well, I think it's important to just, I mean, like, no matter what the relationship is, people fall into roles, and I think it's important to switch those up.
Yeah.
I like that.
Me too. All right. Number 8 is eye gazing. You know what eye gazing is?
It's where we gaze into each other's eyes. See, this is what I would have guessed oming was, but anyway.
So eye gazing, so the average person makes eye contact for around 30 to 60% of a conversation, while the ideal range is to be around 60 and 70%. And that's for building a strong connection. And studies show that couples stop looking at me in the eyes like that. I am part of the problem. No, I love it. Okay. Studies show that couples deeply in love can maintain eye contact for as much as 75% of a conversation.
Oh, baby. Let's take it to 90.
And like, mutual eye-to-eye contact during interactions can be surprisingly rare. Like if you start paying attention to it, you'll notice that not a lot of people have the skill, which I believe part of it is like a spiritual skill to feel comfortable in other people's energy and your own energy and within yourself and who are you and can I hold space with all those things. Yeah, a lot of people don't feel that comfortable with it. So something to pay attention to on like a little side note.
Interesting.
So yeah, all right. So mutual eye-to-eye contact during interactions can be surprisingly rare, only occurring around 3.5% of the time during a conversation. So let's like shorten this up. Average eye contact, most people make eye contact around 30 to 60% of the time during a conversation. The ideal eye contact range to build a strong connection, aim for 60 to 70% eye contact. For romantic relationships, couples like who are deeply in love can maintain eye contact for a significantly higher percentage, around 75%, which is like mutual gaze rarity. So studies have shown that direct mutual eye-to-eye contact during conversations is quite rare, only occurring around 3.5% of the time. And eye contact matters, and it's even powerful because it's connected with our earliest survival patterns.
Oh.
So children who could attract and maintain eye contact and therefore increase attention had the best chance of being fed and cared for. And like today, newborns, they instinctively lock eyes with their caregivers.
Wow.
And the power of that infantile eye contact still retains its impact on the adult mind. So how to do eye gazing? So eye gazing is the act of looking into someone's eyes for an extended amount of time. It's so intimate and so much harder than you'd think. Eyes are like the most expressive facial features, and like they say, like the windows to the soul, which is so true.
That's true. Yeah.
And it is so uncomfortable. So like I've done this with like during a retreat before. I did this with a stranger, and it's like it is something. It was hard. It's self-reflective because you sit with discomfort and you start to begin cultivating like compassion and understanding for other individuals. Like all of a sudden you feel like I'm connected to every human ever. And like, I don't care who you are, what you've done, like I'm connected to you because I'm staring you in the eyes. Like it's really an amazing experience. And so to do that with somebody you love is, and take it seriously. Like it's really easy to giggle, but like giggling is like a sign of, it's the energy of discomfort being expressed. That's why people during like uncomfortable conversations will start laughing even though it's really inappropriate. It's like it's energy that's like it needs to be expressed. And that's just how it comes out. People are like, I don't know why I'm like laughing. Like I don't think this is funny, but I can't help it. It's just like energy being like, I have to get out.
Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that's a serious committed option.
Yeah. That could just be like a regular practice you take into.
Yeah. But very cute on Valentine's Day too.
Yeah.
If like, because I know a lot of couples go through a period of, like, we're working on our compassion, or we're working on our like connectedness.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Or it can be a test if you're in a new relationship. See how they do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
See how
yeah.
they do. Yeah, it's like a little spiritual testy test.
Testy test.
Number 9 is also inspired by you, Alex.
Aw.
Ooh. So Alex has this ongoing list of things about me.
I want everyone to know Corbin hasn't even seen the list.
I've
These are
gotten
just the
glimpse.
things. Oh, you have gotten glimpse. That's
Yeah.
true. It includes favorite desserts, special memories.
Will you
Things...
pull it up and just like read a few random ones?
Okay, let's see here. Well, one of the first ones is easy. Loves mermaids. Oh, favorite artist, Sting. Also favorite song. I don't even need to read the list from this. Field of Gold.
That's not my favorite.
Really?
That's my favorite by Sting, yeah.
Oh, prefers to go camping similar to me. Wants to get to the site late, camp and cook, and leave early the next morning, glamping style. Let's say, favorite everyday beer, Corona and lime. Loves Emily Dickinson.
Love her.
Titles of potential sex tapes. She would like pink peonies in a specific vase within the house, but they only grow during the springtime. So I have this saved for the springtime. Favorite recipes that she likes by me. Favorite car snacks, pretzels and peach Snapple. What she likes to eat when she's sick. Chunky veggie stew and tomato broth. Favorite coffee shops. Sandwiches, best sandwiches that are made at home. Also the best sandwiches that she likes to get and where to get them. Historical facts help her fall asleep. Hand massage helps her fall asleep and calm down.
You calm down. Are you kidding me? Wait, can I just like intersect? So sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I have a ton of trouble sleeping, and I'll like give myself like half an hour to an hour to like 10 minutes before I like really wake Alex up. And then
It is really within that range.
And I wake him up and I'm like, Alex, I can't fall asleep. Can you help me? And so it has to be, so him talking like really puts me to sleep. But if it's something about too interesting, I'm too interested. Then I ask questions. And so it has to be about something that I care about, that doesn't trigger me, but I'm not that interested in. And so it's what you always talk about are
lawnmowers and grass.
What he always talks about is, are you ready for this? The history of cutting grass. And it is actually so fascinating, because did you know that the first lawnmowers were cows? Like, it is way more interesting, but very... Anyway.
Oh, yes.
All right, continue.
Okay, there's the tampon one. Favorite jewelry brand. And there are also notes for me in here. When in a fight, just listen. Don't talk. There is no need for me to state my side or perspective. I just need to listen and empathize with hers. I need to show that I love and care for her, and only her, in those moments. Oh God, let's go back up. Some of these are, yeah, I can't share some of these. Where her parents, or where her mom was proposed to.
Oh yeah.
Her first time.
The tomb is Washington, D.C.
That's right. That's what's in here. Well, not Washington. Here, let me make sure.
It's fine.
Washington, D.C.
It's fine. All right. So the point is, like, it's a cute thing to do, and like.
Oh, this one's important.
Okay.
She's hands down the most gorgeous woman to ever exist on this planet, now and forever.
Oh, that's not written in there.
It is.
Wow. So just start writing stuff down. It's cute. And then it's so funny, like you just witnessed, to hear us go back through them. All right.
I can't. Okay.
All right. Number 10. So if you are in a relationship with a human being that has a menstrual cycle, learn it. Learn it. If you don't know it already, learn it. Acknowledge her human experience in that way. It might even be something she hadn't even considered herself before. It's so important. This is a really big one, and I think we'll go so much further than you could possibly think. All right. 11 is to buy an astrology or psychic reading in advance about your relationship and then listen to it and reflect on it together. This is and you got to be careful about where you buy these things. And so if you need a recommendation, seriously ask me, because it is I can't even like emphasize like the importance here and how like the general population does not understand psychics and like all the things that can happen and go wrong and all that stuff. But that's a really cool thing to do, and this is what Alex and I have done, where we really enjoy this in our relationship, where we get like an outside perspective on what we have going on, and then it helps us to like contextualize the things that we're going through. And because when you're like in your own stuff, you can't be like objective about it. It gets really difficult. And so to hear that, you're like, oh wow, like
Right.
also we sound cool, and yeah, like it makes sense. Like I'm not mad about it anymore, because like I'm like, oh yeah, there is the higher lesson.
Yes. Yeah, and then it gives us such a great platform to talk about things where it's not about either of us. It is about that higher lesson. Like,
yeah. It's cool. It's like just cool. It's really healthy, I think, for relationships.
I think so too.
If done again carefully.
Yes.
So 12 is I wrote spooning the unusual.
Oh, I know where this one's going.
Whoever it is that takes in the little spoon, just take on the big spoon role the morning of Valentine's Day. Because allowing the other person to be held is important, actually. It is really important. And it also gives you an opportunity to like step into your more masculine energy, which is cool. Like it can be good for both sides, and it's nice to switch it up, and it can tell that you've thought about something.
Yeah.
So that's really sweet. All right. The last two are both things that you can buy from me to give to your partner. One is a numerology reading. And so in my numerology reading, it includes like your karmic path, what you're here to do, what your karma is, what your like soul intention is. And there's an element of like intuitiveness to it too. So it's like a 10-minute recording. It's not super expensive, but it's just like a cool way to learn more about yourself. The other one is I will record a custom meditation for your partner to listen to support whatever it is that they're going through. So like if your partner is trying to lose weight, or trying to live with more of an open heart, or is trying to just be more relaxed, or like trying to fight anxiety, or was just diagnosed with cancer, or is just a mom and they just deserve something special to try to like, so they can have the moment to collect themselves during the day, or a parent, whatever. You let me know their name and what it is that they're trying to do, and I will record a custom meditation for them to have. That'll be like 10 minutes tops, so it's realistic. But they can just keep it on their phone and listen to it, like in iTunes, when they need like a minute and someone's saying their name to them. It's really helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, and I'll put like energy all in it too, so every time you listen to it, you're charged with energy. And so that's my Valentine's Day list.
I love that.
Yeah. If you want either of those services I offer, message me on Instagram. I'll get you set up. And if you do any of these things to your partner, let us know. Or with your family.
Yeah.
I'd love to know what you think, how it went, anything funny that happened. Like I really would like to know.
Yeah.
And I would anonymously even share some of the stories that people share.
Yeah. Oh,
the
that would be
podcast.
fun. Yeah, because I know a lot of these for me were surprising hits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're all inspired by our life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all spiritual, mostly free.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
Happy Valentine's Day prep.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day prep.